loving this. I'm loving this. Loving this. Loving this. Loving this. Loving. It took forever to get this organization going. I was having technical difficulties. And I also feel like part of my sandwich went down the wrong passage. Do you ever get like a tickle in your throat where coughing just doesn't help? Okay, let's see if we can log on to YouTube. What I wanted to try to do is use this bootleg tablet, but like I just said, it's bootleg, so it's not working. Thought that way I could have it here instead of having to look here. But I have to use my bootleg laptop, so I'll just wait for it to get that together. I don't know what it's doing, really. I'm actually supposed to be doing something else, but I thought I'd take this time for myself and answer these questions because on my schedule was to do this today because I'm no longer by myself on the weekend. So our little weekend girl time, let's act a fool, that's kind of postponed right now. I haven't used this laptop in weeks, so might have to log in. And I don't think I know my YouTube password. Hello, person. Okay, let's see if we can get into this. I think I'm logged out of both accounts. What the hell is my life to love password? Got me in the trap. Oh, okay, I am back. It's supposedly logging in and what have you. This is why I don't use this laptop. It takes forever. Anyway, so how is everyone doing? Let's see. Why is this thing always asking me dumb questions? Reconnecting. Let me see something. I'm on my Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi on my phone's been acting up. I'm gonna be so upset if this takes forever. Okay, hopefully we should be smooth sailing right now. I'm on data because my phone has been going in and out with my Wi-Fi for the last week or so. So, we can start with the questions now. Okay. I was hoping some people would come in. That would have been fun. Hi. Okay, Michelle asks, what are 3 fond memories from childhood? Childhood memories. Happy childhood memories. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay, so one is when all my family used to live together. On my mother's side, all her siblings and my grandparents, we were all in one apartment. Hella clustered. But my happy memory about that is when, like, they would share, like, memories from back home in Montserrat, all while playing, like, dominoes and things like that. That's a really good memory. Um, family Domino's. For any like person from the Caribbean or any like West Indian person, it's like I declare war. But it was good times. That was really nice. Um, let's see, second one. Oh, second one is on April Fool's Day. My grandmother used to always find some way to like. It wasn't really like scare me, but it wants to be like trick me. Um, trying to remember what the phrase was in Monstration. Lakata Fool's Day, I think is what she used to say. Um, okay. Anyway, a third fond memory. I mean, I guess anytime that I used to like go over to my father's house, really. I mean, I grew up knowing who my father was, but it was never a situation where they were like married or together or anything like that. At least not while I was born. Um, so yeah, I get to see my little brother, and I don't. It's a fond memory, and that like I was around him, I guess. Um, that memory's kind of twofold, but we'll keep it on the good side. But yeah, just being around him and seeing how goofy my brother was, because he's like almost 10 years younger than me, a little under that. So it's fun. It's a fun memory as far as like just being together and actually talking during that time. My computer's going crazy right now. Okay, let's try to X this out. Another question by Michelle. What would you say to someone wanting to start a YouTube channel? Um, Number one, I would say go for it for sure. I feel like everyone should have an avenue to express themselves. Excuse all that noise. I can't do anything about that. You also might be hearing humming, and it's my fan because otherwise I'd die of heat exhaustion. Uh, but as far as starting a YouTube channel, think of like what exactly you want your YouTube channel to be about. I don't feel like okay. So it's two things. Are you starting a YouTube channel to make money off of it, or are you starting a YouTube channel just to have a freedom of expression? Because I feel those type of approaches is two different kinds of approaches. Because for the money aspect, you'd be having to pay attention to trends. You'd be having to like look into popular YouTubers and what exactly some of their tips are. See if there's any like commonalities between their tips and pick up on those. Kind of research, writing those down and seeing what those are. But like definitely trends, because ever so often there's things that like get big numbers. Let's see. I guess it depends on which community. So first would be if it's on the money side, finding out which community you want to be in. That was my shade coming down because I was trying to get some more air. Anyway, find out what community you want to be in. Beauty community. I don't know if you want to call it eating community. That sounds weird. uh, Weight loss, fashion, whatever. Although I feel like fashion and makeup, whatever, goes together. But I can't really give advice on the money thing, but I'm saying like what I've noticed. So that's that. All the other details would require separate research. Now, if we're talking about freedom of expression, you would have to find out if you just want a variety channel where you're just you doing whatever, or if you want to focus on a particular topic. And again, that would also take research, because say if you want to be in the mukbang community, um, see like what type of mukbangs are popular, what exactly their setup looks like that promote more numbers, etc., etc. And I mean, if you don't see, the thing is, even if you don't care about numbers as far as like money base, I don't feel like anybody starts a YouTube channel for nobody to watch them. But everybody wants to feel successful in whatever they're doing, even if it's just a hobby. So like, if you like somebody's camera, finding out what camera that is, or you might have to ask multiple people, because you know not everybody answers questions on their channel. So like finding out what camera that is, or really you can just do it on your cell phone, really, if you really wanted to, if we're just talking about whatever. My brother said if you can hit him up, his name is Julian. Why would I be hitting your brother up? And who is Julian? So, let's see what else. Now, if you're just doing a variety channel, if you're just doing it based on freedom of expression, there's some things you need to keep in mind. How much do you want to share? If you're just on to share your story, remembering why you want to share your story, because everyone's not going to be welcoming to you. Of course, the ideal situation is to have a mostly supportive, I don't want to say fan base, because that sounds a little pretentious, but we'll go with that for the sake of this video. Utilizing the block button, it's your best friend. Well, not really, but my key thing is whatever information you don't want to take in or don't want to be around, you don't have to. If you choose to leave the comments there, that's on you. It's a personal decision as far as that. But also recognizing that some people antagonize for the sake of antagonizing. Of course, there's going to be opposing views. Sometimes the opposing views are very helpful, and sometimes they're just there for the sake of being there. Some people get kicks off of that and don't try to figure it out, because you'll spend your whole life wasting time trying to figure it out, really. What else? Can I play Fortnite? Are you on the right channel? I've never played Fortnite, so I'd suck at it. I don't even think I have the equipment for that. But tell Julian thank you for the offer. What else? Oh, like, just do what you find enjoyable, what you find fun most of all, if you're doing it for freedom of expression. Don't come on trying to be anyone else. I feel like people can see that. But like I said, it all depends, because I know a lot of people, if they're on the money aspect, they sort of develop a character. I don't know if that's like a coping mechanism for the negative stuff, or if it's just they feel better separating internet from everyday life, you know? But if we're doing freedom of expression, make sure you're expressing who you are and not who people want you to be. Because we already have enough stifling parameters for how we can be and how we express ourselves in everyday life. So I don't feel like you should have to come on YouTube and also do that. But like I said, make sure you know what it is you want to share and what you don't want to share. Have that be something you recognize first and foremost before anything else, because there will be people who question your motives, question why you're doing this, question why you're doing that, and once you put it out there, you can't take it back. So being comfortable in yourself is first and foremost when starting a channel. Knowing what you want to express, Kind of knowing what community you want to create, although you can't fully control that. Um, I think that's it, but I don't feel like you should be afraid to start a channel. If you do, let me know. I'd be curious. um, but yeah, go for it. There's nothing blocking that. How old is this Julian anyway? um, but yeah, there's absolutely nothing blocking that. There's nothing blocking you starting a channel. Like I said, you could simply start from your phone, um, express whoever you are, and go from there, you know. Let's see. Tiff says, if you could disappear and start a whole new life, what would I want my new life to look like? Um, I wish I could disappear and start a whole new life. I want a simplistic life. I think I would love to live in the Caribbean. I'm not sure what the humidity and heat difference is because I haven't been there as an adult. Um, so I don't know how well it would do with my skin, but I do imagine being in the Caribbean. Hey Michelle, I just finished answering your questions. I'm on Tips questions now. Um, so I guess you'd have to go back. But what was I saying? Oh, disappearing and starting a new life. Yeah, I don't know what the. Well, I'm sorry, but Julian will have to know that I am already taken, and I don't even know if Julian is an adult. But I'm glad that I could make his day. But yeah, I don't know what the differences are because my skin is very temperamental to heat. And I know that the Caribbean, as we get into these temperamental times, that a lot of it's not what it used to be. Some of it's even dangerous. And you know, as different countries and cultures mix, the dynamics change. But I do see myself in the Caribbean. I don't know what job I would have. If we're going on fantasy, I would say that I would probably love to have a little like restaurant type of shop, maybe a bakery in the Caribbean. What type of house would I have? Something modest, because I heard, at least I'm talking about Montserrat. I don't know about other islands, but I heard like, I don't know if y'all know, but like 40% of the islands wiped out from the volcano and is not inhabitable. But there is a section. I'm like doing this diagram like I know exactly where it is, but I know like this section I think is uninhabitable. And I know there's a section where like they've made like gigantic like mansion type houses. I don't want nothing like that. I want something that's like medium, where it's comfortable, you have space to do like whatever. I'm still, even if we're talking about fantasy, on the gardening kick, I need to have like flowers and things around me. That's my nature. Um and especially being a Caribbean, I'd be able to go on like daily hikes. I really miss doing walking trails. Um, how the temperature has been with these heat waves here, I haven't been able to do that. But um, I think in my fantasy world, yeah, I'd definitely be like some type of shop owner. I'd have a more simplistic life, a modest home, greenery. I'd be doing daily walks, so I'd probably be um someone more into nature and fitness and you know their oh, here's why the Caribbean mostly, because my favorite fruits all of my favorite fruits are tropical, so I'd probably be more of a fruit person than even bothering with meat, although I can't give up jerk pork, sorry, just not gonna happen. I take jerk pork over jerk chicken any day. But yeah, that's what my ideal would be. Probably just me and, you know, a husband living simply. All the other extended family members would be living their own life. Or if we're talking about just disappearing, I guess I don't have any extended family. So just like worrying about me and my spiritual growth and being around nature, that would be my ideal. I really just want to live simple. I wish I had more green tea. Um, what current trend makes no sense to me? And this is by Tiff still. Honestly, I do not follow trends because most of them makes no sense to me. It's kind of like every time when spring and summer rolls around, they're like, oh, um, what the hell did they used to call them before? Slingbacks. I think they call them mules now. That's in trend. Flowers are in trend. Turquoise and bright colors are in trend. That's not really a trend. That's just the natural flow of the seasons, really. Um, I think the only use that trends have for me, if we're talking about like fashion trends, is when something that you're just naturally into fashion wise, and when it becomes a trend, then it becomes more accessible. So that's the only part of it I like, really. Um, I loved when palazzo pants became a trend. I wish it was again because I could hardly find any. Um, I'll tell you a trend I do like: low heels. I've been seeing more of those, so I'm definitely feeling that. Haven't bought any because I'm trying to get some necessity stuff first. Although I need some shorts. Is it worth it to buy shorts now, considering we're in mid-July? It's almost August. Like, how hot do y'all think August is gonna be? I don't know. But yeah, I also liked when those first they were pedal pushers, then they were capris. What the hell did they name them the third time? I don't remember, but it had another name. I liked when those were in trend because I saw them more. I actually have one I gotta give to donation because the zipper is ruined, and the zipper is gonna cost more than I ever paid for the pants. I'll tell you that. Um, oh, here's another trend that made no sense. I told you all the ones that I do like and why trends don't make any sense to me in general. I do not like the one where there's holes all over the shirt, kind of like a moth attacked it. That's hideous. Don't get me wrong. There's a small percent of people it fits and it looks good on, but for the most part, no. I should have also brought my water for all these questions. Okay, have you ever had doubts God existed? Um, right now I'm agnostic, as in I guess I don't doubt or admit to the presence of God. I feel like that's a safe title if we want to go for titles because I'm not going to deny anybody else's belief or disrespect anybody else's belief. Um, but the answer is yes, I have. And that's mostly came about from my late teenagehood to early 20s. Just a lot of traumatic things that have happened and looking at the church in general. Hey Tiff, I'm actually on your questions. Um, and I don't know, it's been something I battle with here and there. So as far as God's existence, I honestly don't know. And I'm not saying that to upset anybody, because I know some people tripped out when they find out I don't label myself as Christian. I'm sorry, I don't live my life to appease to you. But, yeah, I don't know, really. I mean, I do admit that there is a comfort, I guess, in the acknowledgement of a higher power, and feeling though that there's laws we should live by and all of that stuff, and having someone to talk to and feeling someone's always there. I acknowledge why um people would take solace in that. I acknowledge why that is of benefit. Like I said, with or without Christianity, I do still hold to a lot of those beliefs. But as far as a governing title and someone to which I have to appease to, I don't feel like I fully adhere to that philosophy. Um, but I guess I just want to treat people the best I know how and live the best way I know how and continue to have a high moral standing. Um, the concept of God, the Holy Trinity, heaven and hell. I really seriously go back and forth with it, honestly. Um, so hopefully that answered the question. Um, what's my favorite YouTube videos to watch? I think there's two questions here, yeah. Oh, and Tiff, by the way, it's okay that you asked me a lot of questions. I wanted people to ask as many questions as they wanted to. Um, oh, also, I guess this also goes with Michelle Martinez's question of my top 3 people I watch on these YouTube streets. I love the way you phrased that, by the way. I found it hilarious, very relatable. So first, I don't feel like I'm loyal to any particular YouTuber, and I feel like that's horrible to say considering I am a YouTuber. Um, Respect to all of you who are loyal to watching me. Um, yeah, I'm not loyal to any particular person. I go by mood and theme. So, like I said, those 2 questions between Tiff and Michelle is interconnected. So, my favorite YouTube videos to watch depends on my mood, okay? So, I might be into documentaries. The other day, I watched a whole bunch of, like, docs about rich people and their lifestyle. I watched some about the welfare system. Uh, Last night, I was watching some ASMR videos, like where there was like no talking. And also, like, I like ASMR, but it depends. Like, there's like maybe 2 or 3 people I can get into and like watch a whole video. So like I like the whispering ones. I can't remember names. So you asked me about names, I don't know. Oh, there was one name I did remember for you all. SOS dash ASMR. Um the sounds just appeal to me from her. I like the role playing ones, like someone's talking, like if it, as if you're in a spa or they're your best friend helping you with what to wear kind of thing. So I might get into that sometimes. What the hell is that? Sorry, I heard a clicking sound. I hope I have enough time because I don't know when my mother's coming. Um, what else? Oh, I've also been watching like really expensive grocery hauls. I guess it's just a fantasy for me to not have to worry about like budgeting and to be able to get like $1,000 grocery haul at once. That would be freaking awesome. So I do watch those. Usually those lend to like large family grocery hauls, so I've been watching those lately. Um, what else? Like you all, I do like what I eat in a days. But more so, I look for like meat eater, what I eat in a days, because I realize a lot of them are vegan, which there's nothing wrong with being vegan. It's just that I'm not gonna cook vegan all day, so I don't mind a vegan meal. Um, I actually enjoy different things. I don't mind a vegan meal, but me watching somebody be vegan all day is not gonna do much for my personal diet. But like sometimes I look at them for like tips with different things. Um, there was another one just now. It slipped out of my head. Declutters. I watch a lot of makeup declutters. Why, I don't know. I already decluttered my makeup, so I won't be doing one of those. Rahul, suck out your mother dry, and thank you for stopping by. Let's see what else. Um, I like organization videos and things like that. So sometimes I watch those. There's probably more, but those are the ones off the top of my head. Is there any advice I would give to my younger self? Let's see. Um, the top thing would be you're allowed to say no. Black and proud. Thank you. Now I realize you're just a troll who wants to ask random questions that has no relevance to my everyday life. Cause, girl, my man don't think I'm ugly, so don't worry about it, sweetie. I'm sorry too. I'm so sorry you exist. That's what I'm sorry about. People like you throw me. Anyway, um, thank you for respecting that, Tiff. Okay, what's the advice I would give to my younger self? Dude come on here real nasty and feel like, oh, they apologize, so it's all good. Don't come on disrespecting me. See, in person, I snap the shit out of you for some shit like that, but actually, my man will probably smack the shit out of you first. Anyhow, it's all good in the hood. Let's continue, because bad mind people don't matter. Let's see. My younger self, first and foremost, I would say that I would tell my younger self I'm allowed to say no. And that doesn't go to family, surprisingly. That would go to um, men I've involved myself with in the past. Um, Friends I've let run over me. Um, and along with that is I'm allowed to put myself first. I remember like I would stay up hours with friends and their like issues. I would always try to advise people. I would stay bigging up people and things like that. And once they good or they get over whatever issues they have, it was peace out for them, or they'd basically defame my name and stuff like that. And I mean, presently, part of that of me hasn't changed. I don't feel like I've become like wicked or somebody who's like gonna make people feel small or anything like that. So, I've kept the nicer part of myself, but I don't feel like I get as involved as I would naturally be inclined. I mean, even now, I check up on people, but after a certain period of time, you step back and realize you have to check up on yourself first. Um, the second advice I would give myself is to run far the F away from home. Uh, I made the mistake of feeling like my family had my best interests at heart. Hello, Kevin. Yeah, I made the mistake of feeling like my family had my best interests at heart. While in college, I followed behind my mother and really did like quit my part-time job, and I wasn't happy there, but I felt like I should have kept it. Because I probably would have had enough money to be on my own after college. So, um, and just the fact that I came back here in general was a big mistake on my part. So yeah, I would say run. I don't regret what college I went to. I went locally, but I stayed on campus. So I don't regret that situation as far as my choice in academics. Another advice to myself would have been to push myself more in like being involved in activities I was really interested in, like spoken word and just advocating for black rights and things like that. What is with this Fortnite stuff? Anyway, congratulations, Javier. Um, what else? I guess my last piece of advice would be like, you deserve to live. And I ain't gonna get into that too deep because my emotions are okay today, so we'll leave them there. Um, but yeah, those three. You're allowed to say no to people. Run, and you deserve to live. That would be the advice I'd give my younger self. What is all this stuff? I think y'all really trolling me right now. I'm not playing any video game with anybody. Number one, trying to be as nice as possible. And number two, I don't know anything about wedgies. Okay. Let's see. So, back to Michelle Martinez's question about the top three people. Like I said, I'm more loyal to topics than I am to actual YouTubers. But some people that come to mind is HRH Collection and Trisha Paytas, both of which are problematic, but I do enjoy them every now and again. Um, and I remember those two because I watched them recently. um, but I guess I could say what I like about them. And I guess for Trisha Paytas, it's not her mukbang stuff because I don't really feel like she really eats anything, or her outrageous points of view. Don't care about that. I do like looking at her outrageous fashion hauls, I guess. Or just outrageous hauls in general. I like looking at those because I would never spend that ridiculous kind of money on stuff, even if I had it. So it's interesting to see what people buy when they have more money than they know what to do with. Yeah, right. I've never had a wedgie, at least not given by anybody. I've had things rode up while walking. Anyway, um, oh, HRH Collection. I don't know. It's not so much I like her personality because I don't. Sometimes it can be a little bit triggering as far as like depression with the like vibe of her. But I think what I like is the different products she tries, one, and just seeing someone vlog on an everyday life basis. Um, if you got some black people that vlog in that kind of style, I'd like to know who they are. Um, Let me see. I watch a few family channels, nothing too serious. Because the thing also is, I do look at gossip sites, so I don't think do I really participate? Well, I mean, for Lipstick Alley, I feel like I participate more in the skincare section than anything else. Um, but it's like there's a twofold to that. So let me explain. Once you like notice certain things, it throws you off. That's one. And two, the negative to those kind of sites is some of them are very obsessed and way too overboard. So it's not even something I read unless I'm bored, really, because some of them like look up people's address and where their kids go to school and want to contact like not even sponsors, but people who like work real jobs just because they don't know them. I'm not with that shit. But I guess I just like to know people's opinions about things. So sometimes like I read those. So like when you uncover people's history, especially like racism or something like that, it kind of throws you for people. Um, so yeah, I do watch some families. Oh, Raven Elise. I watch her. But yeah, there's no one who like I watch everything from them. Like I said, I don't leave negative comments on people's shit. So if it's a topic from a YouTuber that I'm subscribed to that I don't care from, or if it seems like it's clickbait or some shit like that, I just avoid it really. Um, but lately, I don't feel like I've been clicking that many things from people who I'm actually sub to. I've just been watching like different topics really. Um, what are your and Rome asks, what are your plans for the next 5 years? Do you think you'll still be living at home? Honestly, and Rome, I felt sideways about this question. I don't know if it's a genuine question or if it's trying to be shady boots or what have you. Um, but the 5 year thing I did go over in my last mental diary. Hello, random views. Greetings to you too. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, I mentioned that one already. As far as being at home, I don't know. I'm just answering questions that some subscribers have asked me previously. I don't know. So I don't feel like that particular question affects anybody on my channel. But it's not in the plans, so I'll say that. Miss Lady 985 says, where do you get your fashion ideas? You always have the cutest shoes and clothes. I appreciate that. Hold on. I just want to refresh to make sure nobody else asks any other questions. I really need some more water. Or juice, rather. 1 second while I refresh this comment section. Great. My computer storage is low. Wonderful. I just wanted to refresh this page. Okay, I don't have any more questions right now. Um, Thank you for saying I have cute clothes and shoes. Um, yeah, I don't really want to like get up and interrupt anything, so I'll just get some water when I'm done. I don't feel like I get to utilize my shoes and clothes that much. Because I'm usually on some errands kind of business, so I throw on what's comfortable rather than what's cute. Although you can combine them. As far as my fashion ideas and things like that, I feel like most of it comes from my head, honestly. I don't really watch too many like, or like straight size YouTubers sometimes. just like, you're like, oh, that's a nice top. And of course, they straight size, so it's not, you can't get it where they get it from. So, like, I'll research and see where something similar is at. No, I wish. But, so yeah, look to see where something similar is at, but I don't really watch too many plus size YouTubers because I feel like most of them wear clothes that don't fit them. Um, that's just my opinion. Not all of them, but a lot of them. Uh, but let's see what else. Pinterest. Uh, I don't right now. Pinterest. As far as Pinterest, I will look up some stuff. Like, say if I buy. Oh, one of the items I do have. Say if I buy like distressed jeans, I might look up like, what exactly would I put in? What to wear with distressed jeans, something like that. But I buy things based on what I like. I don't buy things based on what I see other people have or based on what's like in or whatever. I actually don't know when things go out of style. I, you know, I appreciate joining the Q&A, but I don't really feel like that's anybody's business, personally. I feel like YouTube has become a little bit too comfortable in asking people questions you wouldn't ask them in person. So I'm not answering that. Anyway, so yeah, I'll look on Pinterest as far as that, or like maybe I'd see somebody in person. Sometimes I used to, right, Tiff. Sometimes I used to like take pictures of. Now you trying to be funny. Nah, I'm not gonna get upset. Not gonna get upset, cause it's not worth it. Da na 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 na. Na 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 na. Get a life. I have a life. Not always the one I want, but I surely have one. Just give me a slight moment. People really think they know me, though. People really think they know me. Like, they really think, like, they don't understand. I'm not with the shits. I'm really not. Not with the shits. Like, I'm gonna take a pause from my question. So, excuse me, Miss Lady 985. No, I'm not. They're not getting to me. I honestly don't feel no type of way about it. My thing is what I've been saying. People feel like you on here answering questions, you chilling with your girls. You got a little group you mess with, right? Um, I think I named some of them already. And you just kicking it, whatever. You minding your business. You trying to improve in your private life, blah, blah, blah. But people feel like because they see you or you're visible, they could just say whatever. And that's why I don't take, like, I don't get too big headed with positive comments. I try to let the negative shit brush off. It all depends. But what I don't like is when people like pose like they're nice and shit, and then they come on some other shit. Like, I don't like the fake shit. I really don't. I don't like the fake shit, and I don't like people who feel like they could just say whatever. Like, you don't fucking know me, yo. Like, whatever. Back to fashion, my dears. Let's see what else. I browse a lot of websites. Of course, I don't always buy shit, especially Torrid on them. Not cheap. So, I browse Torrid. I browse Target. And we're not talking about every day. I'm talking about like when the mood arrives. Even as a woman, sometimes you just want to shop to shop. So what I'll do is like window shop online. You know, add a whole bunch of shit to my cart that I wish I could buy, but they just go sit there until they disappear, kind of thing. So with that, like I kind of know. I'll go back to naming the stores, but with that, I kind of know like what's going around. I guess what's in or whatever. So I kind of know like what to look for, or I might see an outfit that's on the website and I'm like, I have something similar to that. How can I work that in, kind of thing. So I go from that too. So like I was saying, Torrid, Target, Elos. I think that's how you say it. I believe that's is it no English or French? It's another country kind of style. I haven't got a catalog for that one in a while. Usually I find that on the Romans website. I like that style a lot. The only thing I can say though, I don't know how long anybody else's arms is, but for coats and things like that, from the Elos website, there's this short on me. So I tend, unfortunately, not to be able to buy their coats. I made that mistake one winter. There's nothing worse than having not long enough sleeves in the winter. So there's that. What else? What other site? Old Navy. Although I don't buy much from Old Navy. I like their. Damn it! What are those pants called? Let me see. I wish my computer was faster though. Um, Damn it. I know I get them. They're supposed to be like ankle pants. Can't stand ankle pants. I just think they look funny on me. Also, that's another thing. Trying on stuff, although that's very hard to do as a plus size person, especially if you go over a certain range because your size is absolutely nowhere. But trying on stuff helps, even if you're just like, say, if you're actually shopping and your stuff come to be able to try on, see what this fits. It's like a trial and error kind of thing, especially with buying clothes or trying to be fashionable or just trying to look decent, really. Um, Making notes help because like I know Old Navy jeans on me fit funny. Um, Especially certain rises. So that's definitely a trial and error. I really wish Old Navy plus size would go back in the store because it will make things a lot easier because they're always like trying different fits and lengths and all that, and that's very annoying when you're like getting it in the mail. It's very annoying. Um, so I know even like their mid-rise pants fit low on me. Um, Let me see something. Hold on a second. Give me a break, laptop, really. Just give me a break. And I will also say shopping, like trying to keep up with sales, but I find like it's a good tip, but it's not because your inbox gets so flooded. And at this point, I really don't even really read my emails. So with like browsing, I might catch up on a sale and like I'm like, okay, well, I have such and such budget. What do I really, really want? Because what I'll do is, if I'm actually shopping, not window shopping, I'll still put everything I want, right? Technically want, if I could have anything in the world from this website, I'm going to put everything I want. Then I'm going to go through it and see, like, what do I know will actually really fit me well? Then you go, what do I know I'm actually wear? This is like if you're not shopping for a special occasion. Then after I've edited that, what do I know actually fits with the other clothes I have? Because I feel like one of the major problems, sorry, I'm trying to do like two things at once. One of the major problems is like when we buy random clothes and then we just have all these pieces that don't go with anything. So then we're less inclined to like actually dress the part. And the part is whatever part you want. Whether you're trying to go for boho, whether you're trying to go for casual cute, whether you're trying to be dressy, whether you're trying to be business casual or executive business, whatever your level is, right? So, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter too much if you got like hella money to spend, then you can just buy more clothes to fit the clothes that have nothing else. But when we're talking on budget and trying to be mindful, that's kind of the mental process I go through as far as that. I'm still trying to find these pants that I really like the fit of. There's a lot of pants on the Old Navy site. Also, I mean, picking things also has to do with what you've realized looks really good on you. Um, because for those, I feel like you wear out more often, and then as you wear them out, you're looking to replace them. So then it's like an easy fix as far as just looking for something that looks similar to what you already had. Um, like maxi skirts. Really like them, but haven't found any I want because I want something that's versatile. I love prints, but I find with prints I get bored of them eventually. So there's certain prints that go with whatever. You find that you can mix them with a bunch of different stuff. It all depends on what you have in your closet. And there's some prints that are gorgeous, but after a couple of wears, you're like, it's nice, but I'm tired of seeing it. So, yeah. Yeah, like for me, Old Navy is like I buy particular things from there. Old Navy now, anyway, is not somewhere where I would buy a whole wardrobe from because I'm just not that into it, you know? I swear these pants had a name, and if they took away the name, I'm about to be pissed. I think it's the Harper pants that I like, and I get them in long so that they fit like regular pants. And they had a bunch of different prints, which were super cute. Um, oh, they got some soft pants out. And another thing about Old Navy is the price of them went up ridiculously. I know that they usually have a lot of good sales for like children and sometimes men's or whatever, but I find like when they have the sales and they say they include everybody, there'll only be a very small percentage of sale for the plus size section. Like there'll be a lot of sales in the regular women's section, but the plus size not so much. So also with that, I try to make sure there's some type of savings when I'm buying things from Old Navy because it's not, like I said, it's not some place that I shop from very often. Like even right now, I can't move my laptop because the battery doesn't work. So if the thing gets unplugged, my whole thing shuts down. But I'm saying that because I want to show you all. But even now, they have like some soft pants, and they're like um either $42 and 30. Like I don't want to pay that kind of price. Now, if it's something I know I've worn a lot, and something I know I'm gonna continue to wear, and you know, and plus size, a lot of things don't go on that major of a sale, honestly. Then I might pay full price. But if you're talking about Avenue and Lane Bryant and things, those popular plus size stores, I'm not paying full price. Why? They don't last long. They're ridiculously expensive, but they don't last long. And that's another place where I don't like. I guess it looks like I buy full wardrobes there, but not really. Not really. But yeah, that's definitely a place where I get sales from. I recommend to never pay full price at like the cookie cutter plus size stores because they're not, to me they're like the fast fashion of plus size, although I know we have like Boohoo and all that, which is not really my style. I guess one day I can find something I like from there and see how it fits me. Um what's that? Laurelette. Laurelette's nice. I like Laurelette because I feel like it's like a younger kind of division. of Avenue. For me, it's a hit and miss. Cause like I'm at the cusp of these sizes, like where I'm almost out, or like yeah, for those I'm almost out. Like the cookie cutter ones, cause they go up to what 28 or something, or sometimes they have extended size that go up to 30. So I'm like in that cusp. So it's really then a matter of trying on. Like Torrid or whatever, I have more leeway because I'm probably like mostly 4 or 5. So if something needs to go a size up, I'm okay with that. So it all depends really also on what size range you are. I know a lot of people say like in betweenies have so much struggle, but I don't feel like it. I mean, I guess it depends on whether or not they're trying to look like everybody else, because then that would be where the struggle is. But I feel like they have more leeway in that they're able to like go up a size if something like is cut small, or if like their body shape lends to them needing more sizing. But I don't really feel like they have that much of a struggle. Oh, and unless like they're on the younger side, because then you want to have like a more youthful appearance and attire. But like I feel like when you're like I keep saying like a 26 to like 32 whatever. Well, if you're over that, then heaven help you, because I don't know what you're wearing. I'm not trying to be funny. I already know it's hard shopping at my size, so after that, I don't know. I don't plan on finding out either. But, yeah, so, I mean, I think that's mostly it. But yeah, I think the pants is called Harper, and I get them in the long. Sorry, I'm getting sucked into looking at these pants. I know a lot of the trouser pants I had from Old Navy. I have them into the either sale to sell or to donate, because the rise doesn't fit me. I tried to fool myself in that it fits me, or I settled. That's another thing too, as I'm getting up in age, although I think everybody should have this philosophy. I don't want to settle with clothing. I don't want to just have clothing because it fits. So I think like with fashion and fashion ideas, um, no, the Harper pants are more like fun trousers, I would describe them as. If you're looking for palazzo pants on that site, I would say search soft pants. I think they call them soft pants. If you put in palazzo, it might come up with something, but I haven't checked recently. A lot of times, especially on that site, I'll check for palazzo pants, but I haven't done that in a while. But I know the type of pants that you and I like, I think they have them on the soft pants here. But the Harper pants are more like fun prints, and yeah, it's like trousers, but it feels more comfortable than traditional trousers. And those ones come in like funky prints, like if you want to wear them more casually, or if somebody has a job where they can wear fun prints, I guess that works too. But like if you just, I don't know how to describe it. I hope you get what I mean. Yeah. um, what was I saying? Oh, I was saying like I feel everybody should have this philosophy, but I don't want to just have clothes just because. So like when I did the two declutters the last time, I got rid of a lot that I felt I was just wearing because they fit and not because I actually like them. And I feel like over the years I've tried to weed that out. Um, but I'm realistic in that, you do need certain basics. Like, I don't feel like long sleeve tees look flattering on me, but it's a basic layering piece, so I keep those. Things like that. But on an everyday wear, I try to like find something fun that I feel like is gonna mix well, or if we're talking about basics, making sure it speaks to my personality or it speaks to the purposes for. If you get it for both, that's even better. Um, and definitely don't try to go broke being cute, because that's a whole nother problem. But yeah, buying things little by little. Not just looking at plus size, but looking at straight size people. Um, and just grabbing things from all different places. Like, you can see a very cute piece where there's like a skirt and ideas come to mind. Like, you don't really have to rely on anyone else for these ideas. Also, I used to get the I didn't find them this past spring, but I used to get the big spring fashion books and look through those. Not as anything. What the hell is that? I hate spam. This is why I don't check email. An email thing just popped up. But yeah, I used to get the big spring catalog, and I'd go through it and see if like either the vision of what I wanted to dress like, because you have to like know yourself first, because then you get influenced by a lot of different trends, a lot of what everybody else is wearing. And if you truly, truly like that, that's a whole different story. But you shouldn't want to like emulate people, you know? So if you know what kind of pieces and I guess what kind of genre it is, although you don't have to stick to a genre, but if you have an idea in your mind of the type of things you want to wear, yeah, if you have in mind the type of things you want to wear and then you look in these books, you see like different ways in which they mix them, or even you might see like a funky shoe that you're like, oh, that would fit perfect in my wardrobe, and maybe that one costs $500, but you can go online and like type in what kind of shoe it is and find different alternatives. Like, I do it like that because, you know, I don't really believe you need to be buying $1,000 shirts. I mean, I guess if it's a white shirt you'll wear often, but it's not in my realm of budget, you know? I do think it's okay, like, if you buy expensive bags and shoes. Shoes, especially. If they're comfortable, I don't understand the philosophy of expensive, uncomfortable shoes. But I feel like you definitely need to take care of your feet, not just now, but for forever. So, you know, if you find shoes that are comfortable, regardless of price, really, like I said, always keep in mind your budget. But I'm willing to spend money on shoes, not $1,000, but I think maybe at most three if we're talking about like boots and all weather sneakers. Um, but for me, first and foremost is comfort. So most, probably 95% of my shoes are comfortable. Um, except for a pointed boot I have that I have yet to declutter because they're absolutely gorgeous. Uh, but yeah, I buy shoes from Kohl's and Target. Yeah, it's kind of like the same philosophy. Like, if you if it's something you're gonna wear often, like if we're saying winter, you're gonna need a comfortable, good, sturdy winter. Like, I wouldn't say buy some cheap Payless shit. I'm not above Payless, but I wouldn't say like buy some cheap Payless shit for like somebody who has harsh winters. You're gonna need to like invest. Like, there's certain things depending on where you live, you're gonna have to invest. Coat, shoes, etc. If you got foot problems, you're gonna have to invest in like comfortable sandals, things like that. It's like knowing what you want to save on and knowing what you need to put money into. Um, like, I see a lot of people buy like tens and thousands of dollar in purses and they don't wear the shit. I don't understand. I know they say like, oh well, you could sell this stuff, blah blah blah. But honestly, most people don't buy them to get a return on it. Like, it's different if that's your hustle. That would make sense. Like, if you buy something, you know, limited edition that's thousands of dollars, and you know eventually somebody is gonna like be looking for it and you can make twice as much. That's smart as hell. But to just buy shit to buy shit, nah. You're right. You're right. I think like Payless now, they got a couple of like designer people working with them. Um, some of their shoes are nice though. I just haven't. I don't really need any sandals, so. Excuse me. I haven't bothered, but I like the Christian Siriano line, most of it anyway. But yeah, I think like coats and shoes is definitely something I would probably have a large collection of if I was spending money to spend money, probably. And not really no designer shit. I mean, if you like designer stuff, that's fine. There's some designer bags I like, not like super high designer, but like um mid-range kind of people. I don't feel like there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying like everyone should know their lane, really, because I see people I don't know, people sometimes try to fit in where they don't fit in, and that's the problem. um just like, people try to wear things that might not be them, because it's in, and that's one thing I keep in mind. Right. Yo, I had an addiction to Kohl's. Kohl's got some shit, especially when it's on sale. Boy. I actually need to go. I need to go on one of those. Cause I think around now is when they have some of their homeware stuff on like sale and clearance. Get like the potpourri and some like pots and shit. Like they have the illest sales. Clearance, forget about it. But yeah, I feel like I used to have a Vera Wang shoe. Don't know what the hell happened to it. But yeah, the Vera Wang line from Kohl's is nice too. Um, I like some of the J Lo stuff too. Oh, that's dangerous. Target and Kohl's. I need not be there. I need not be nowhere near there. No, thank you. I'm gonna give somebody else a list and let them go get that stuff. No. But yeah, just browsing stuff's cool. Just like those suede slide-ins that I have, or mules, whatever. I was eyeing those for a minute. Then I happened to be in Target, probably buying house stuff, and usually if I have time, I'll go slowly through each aisle. That's how I get to know like what's new and what's not, and that's how I discovered they had a little clearance section. Never knew they had a clearance section in the actual Target store for shoes. And then what did I also go over there? Oh, I wanted to see if they had hunter boots. You know how fast those things sold out? And when they finally came on clearance, they was gone like this. Like people was actually on it every hour to see or something. I don't know. I never got any. But yeah, that's the original reason why I went in the shoe section. And I'm like, oh, all that's left is the kids stuff. And then I was just about to leave out. And then I saw people looking at this other section. So I'm like, what is that? So I waited till they left. I'm like, oh, shit, they have some stuff on clearance. Um, there was one shoe. I don't know who the hell it was by, but it was like pointed and it was like a sneaker. And I was going to get that too, but they didn't have my size left. So I'm looking. I'm like, oh shit, they have those mules I've been looking at. So I'm like, that's not my size. That's not my size 9. I'm usually a 10, by the way. I'm like, I have a good feeling about these. They're half off. I'm taking them. I didn't even try them on, mind you, because I think I had on socks and sneakers, or I had on something that was complicated to take off. I'm like, I'm taking them. They don't fit. I guess I'll sell them or give them to somebody, but these are mine. So that's how I was able to get a half off. How hi SN Paz? Sorry, I don't know how to say that. So yeah, so it was half off in Target, but even if you go on the site, it was still the regular price. So I made out because I really really wanted those. I'm like, I can't justify it for like $25. Not right now. I don't know. But yeah, those are definitely gonna be even more of a fall shoe for me because I have worn them during the summer. Probably if I'm like going somewhere close by, I'll still wear them. But walking in them, when I did that 3 mile walk, my feet were sweating. I'm like, since when do my feet sweat? So yeah, that I made out with that. I haven't looked to see if there's any like clothes on clearance for Target because I hate their plus size section. And it's like after a while it gets really mixed in with the maternity section, and I'm like, no, no. But if you have patience, a lot of times they'll have like the big clearance section was like 75% off and all that shit in Target with those whole bunch of racks. You know how it looked like in the thrift store. If you really got patience and comb through that, you'll probably find some good stuff. But usually I'm already doing something else in Target, so me in a cart is not gonna stand there looking through that rack. But I don't know. Maybe I'll just go there sometime this week and look. Don't know if I'm gonna actually buy anything, but just look to see like what's really left in my size and like how low does it go really. That sounds like the hell is that line thing called? Anyway, you know. But yeah, clothing is complicated, fruitful, enjoyable. Sometimes a math equation. But yeah, there's inspiration everywhere really is what I guess my whole thesis and summary is. Um, I mean, mostly I say just look for, keep in mind what you like, things that you've liked in the past that you wish would come back or that you would still rock. I mean, it all depends on some people's style because some people like to be super trendy. Um, which is nothing wrong with that. My whole problem, with fashion and just people, YouTube, whatever in general, is a lot of people will rock things just because they're in and not necessarily because they like them. And that's why you see a lot of people, let's go with YouTube since we're on YouTube. That's why you see a lot of people do a lot of clothing declutters or they're selling shit on Poshmark or whatever. And, put aside what they get for free. The things they actually go and buy. A lot of it's new with tags if you notice. Why? Because they bought it because everybody else is buying it and it has nothing to do with their style. So like I feel like the best way to save money and or be authentic is to keep in mind first and foremost what you like. Um, of course, as clothing changes or you get privy to different people, you might discover new things you like. Nothing wrong with that. But just keeping in mind who you are or what you're going for if you want to change your whole style up. Like I said, nothing wrong with that either. But it's just a matter of like self-awareness at the end of the day. Um, there's a lot more different clothing I'd like. But probably won't go buy anytime soon because that's not a priority right now. And I feel like since I don't have that much closet space, as I bring in, I'm also going to take out. What I like to do before summer's over, definitely. Um, I don't know if I'm gonna have access to my partner's car anytime soon, so I'm probably gonna do this myself and put probably one bag, depends on how heavy it is, in the cart, not the one I use for food, but another one, and probably slowly take them to the thrift store to get rid of them because when you have finally decluttered, all those clothes take up a lot of space. Even if it's not hanging space, it takes up a lot of space in your brain and in the closet. So, yeah, before the end of August, I'm definitely slowly getting rid of those. Um, I can't really think in this heat to be putting anything on sale, so I could do that. I'm still trying to figure out if I should do the pants, but I think I'm gonna do some research on eBay and see how much like trousers in 26 to 30, those sizes, how much they're going for to see if it's worth it. Because most of those pants are like new, if not new. So yeah, I kept all the ones that I feel fit well, things like that. Um, Yeah, so that's it about. If y'all have any more questions or anything, let me know. And my mouth feels yuck. I don't know. Lately, I've been getting dry mouth a lot. I don't know what the hell that's about. I don't feel like. I don't know if it's because one of the pills went generic. I don't know if it's that. I'm gonna have to research if that's a symptom. But it does not feel good. It feels gross. Child, you ain't ever lied. Half of them I don't even think have the money they portray they have though. That's the whole thing. I really don't. Either that or if they do have the money, they're gonna regret all these decisions one day. Cause I'm not saying they shouldn't splurge. I'm not saying they shouldn't have fun. But there's a lot of shit they buy that's just in a room somewhere doing nothing. It's just a room full of clothes not being used. And that's so freaking wasteful to me. Ooh, they got a soft pants here that's black and white polka dots, and then it has like this, looks like an Aztec kind of stripe down the side. That shit's fire. It's 37 though. That shit is so cute. I got two palazzo pants I need to put to rest. One of them, I'm pretty sure the elastic's gonna go out of it soon. Pretty sure. Oh, the other one I already put to rest because it was too big. Don't remember what I did with it though. It's probably in one of these bags to go to a thrift store, maybe. Either that or I throw it away, depending on its condition. But I mean, as far as these people and their money, they could do whatever the hell they want. Because if they go broke and on the street, don't got shit to do with me. One pair. I want some shorts or something. Or maybe not shorts. Maybe like capris. Because I do have a shorts, but I got it printed. It's the one with the star print that I showed in, I think, my last haul on my other page. It's cute, but it's not like a staple or anything. I got it just because it's cute. Well, I got it because it's cute, and I haven't worn shorts in a while. So, I mean, I wear it. But I think I need something to replace the ones I need to put in the thrift pile. The one with the broken zipper. So, I'm thinking maybe like a khaki colored capris. I think I mentioned that before in another video, and I have yet to find one. I don't know, I feel like a lot of these sites promote tight up clothes, and I ain't about it. I love maxi dresses, but this season they have been ridiculously expensive, especially on Torrid, like $80. Come on now. If I was wearing it to somebody's wedding, maybe. But I just want to look cute casually. Jumpsuits. I think I only have one. Oh, I know what happened. I was supposed to buy another on Torrid that was on clearance. And then when I was going to buy it, it was out of stock. But yeah. For jumpsuits, I have to be careful because I don't want it too clingy in the stomach because then I won't wear it. Um, there's like a fine line between it, like being too clingy, having a little room, and then looking like you're swimming in it. Because the thing is, like, also if it's too big, it starts riding up weird. I don't know. Clothing is just so odd. Let me see if my phone's been charging. Good, it has. But yeah, this whole Q&A was super fun. Minus the holes. And by that I mean assholes. But I think I did okay with them. People are so odd. Where do they get you people from? I'm starting to think like this whole thing where they told people that the smaller YouTubers were getting affected because they're really trying to make YouTube safer and all this other shit. I think that all was bullshit. Like, all these type of accounts is not even supposed to exist. I don't understand. Hail Trump. Thanks for the joke. That shit's really funny. No, for real. That was funny. That that made my day. That made my day. I belong on the plantation. I guess I'm supposed to be upset and start having some type of reaction. Dude, I don't even care. I don't know what's going on today, Tiff. It's like, I don't know, is it the heat? Did the orange man send out some type of brainwaves for idiots? I don't know. I really don't know. You'll be at my home in 2 hours. I got something for you, so don't worry. I got something for you. Okay. Yeah. Whatever. Seriously. But the thing with that is, although I find the whole Hail Trump freaking hilarious, the thing with that is, like, online, you don't really know how crazy people are. I think I should get a Glock or something. That's why a while ago, I think a couple of months ago, was the last year, I'm like, if you watch my channel, great. But if you see me in person, don't run up on me. Because I do not know what your intentions are. Unless we had a meetup planned, don't run up on me. Because half these people are out of their ever-loving mind. Just like the review dude who came in all nice and polite and changed like he had two personalities. That's how some of these people are. I'm good. The only damn problem is in my state it's hard to get a license to carry. People play too much. I'm gonna be in my house to do what? My whole thing is I'm not afraid to die. So that's number one. Number two, if anything happened, it'd be because I protect other people, not because I give a fuck about myself. So, yeah, Well, in this state, it ain't as easy. That's why I say whenever I do move out, I'm not going to live by myself. Unless it's in like an actual house. That's the funny thing though. Some people not just talking. Not everybody's just talking. I ain't even talking about that doing particular, whatever. But some people is not just talking. Like I said, when you on these gossip sites, you will see people like literally legit go and research where you live at and shit. Like some of these people who like push on other folks that they got problems and they this and they that. Those are some folks that be mentally ill online, antagonizing folks, and getting obsessed with people and go and do crazy shit. Like, and it don't even be for no real reason. You could just sneeze wrong, or they don't like the way you put your child down to sit, or some stupid shit. You said you didn't like a store that they did like. Some dumb shit like that. It don't even have to be nothing serious. So anybody else got any more questions that make sense? I should title this video something else. Maybe the whole Q&A thing is what brought crazy people out, but I didn't feel like writing a whole title, so there's that. Today was the afternoon of testing my patience. Yeah, there's that too. And then the people who is actually doing the harassing, nothing happened to them. But it's like, I mean, at least lately, they've gotten like some sensible people have been the one that, you know, come over to address whatever these people call for. But it ain't always like that, you know. Somebody say they threatened, the police come and shoot and then figure out ain't nothing was really the cause type of shit, you know. And then folks think it's laughing giggles. The time we live in ain't nothing to be laughing about. And then folks want to form protests and armies after the fact. While, you know, folks is really around in these neighborhoods, or they look through the peephole while things is actually happening. I mean, they have something where you report it via like the automated system, but they're, I think like only the people with like a lot of billions have like an actual personal contact with somebody through YouTube. Everything else is an email, like for the everyday person or like small to mid range YouTubers. Emails. It is not. It's nobody to call. It's nobody to say shit to. When they go pay attention is after the fact. That's with everything. With this police shit, with YouTube, with harassment in person, what they do something after something happened. I feel like you more likely to get in trouble for telling somebody who harasses you what's going to happen if they try to come at you. You're more likely to get in trouble for that than the other person is for having harassed you in the first place. This life ain't set up for us. Anyway, I'm gonna try to come on to again. I'm gonna try to come on again tomorrow. If anybody wants to add any more questions to this video or the last video, that'll be fine. Um, Dev, I'm about to leave. So much shit has went on in this video. I'm gonna leave. I'm not just leaving for that. I need to clean and stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna text you right when I get off. But yeah, if y'all wanna leave any questions, in either of the last two videos, I'll answer it in the next video. I'm gonna try to come on tomorrow. I actually wanted to have McDonald's today and kind of binge out, to be completely honest. But I don't know. I didn't. I ate 2 sandwiches instead. I'm gonna still try that new burger though. But yeah, I wanted that and some donuts, but I'm gonna let that rock for today. So not having that today. But I do know I need to go do some things tomorrow. So after that, I probably would likely to come on. And like I said at the beginning of the video, I'm not really able for us to do like our hangout and chill on the weekends anymore. Those are my favorite type of lives, because I'm not home on the weekend by myself anymore. I think I want to look for a weekend job just so I don't have to deal with the stress. Because people think I'm here to be like serving them hand and foot or whatever the hell the term is. And it's mentally stressing me out. Um, and I don't want to work on the weekend because that's when most activities are out. Just like I want to be going to food festivals and things like that. I gotta look up to see if there's any in August. That's usually one of my goals for the summer. So I want to still be able to do that, but I rather I rather be working than feel like I'm doing the type of work but not getting paid for it type of shit. So that's where my head is at with that, but we can discuss all that some other time. And how I'm gonna get a ticket, Debbie? Tell me. That'll be a great getaway though. But yeah, I think that's it. I gotta go do some stupid shit like mop the floor and clean out a cupboard and all that wonderful stuff. Yeah, whatever. Um. Oh, you wanna come here? And where the hell you gonna stay at? I guess you're gonna get a hotel. Cause I don't got no space for you, dear. Um. But yeah, I'm done talking. I think I'm tired. Cool. I think I'm emotionally drained at this point. But thank y'all for rocking with me. Alright. Hopefully talk to y'all tomorrow.